Hi, this is Anne. Today I'm just going to make a little landscape, and I'm going to just make a house with a few trees there and something, and maybe two sheep in front. The colors I'm going to use, I'm going to use a green, I'm going to use a light blue and a dark blue. I'm going to use my Paynes Grey and my white. I'm going to use burnt sienna and two yellows, a light one and a darker one. And a red. Sorry, I'm going to use a red as well. Okay, so for now I've already sketched a little house there with a shed on the side. I'm going to use my horizontal line there. Just remember, if you've got a half line, you must always put it above or underneath. You mustn't put it on straight on your halfway line. And you always move your house a little bit to a side so that it's not exactly in the middle. And then I'm going to put trees there, but I'm just going to paint it, and then I will maybe draw again. I'm not sure. I will see as I go along. What I can maybe do is, if you want to draw a sheep, it's almost like a box. You remember I always tell you everything is shapes: circles, squares, triangles, ovals, and that kind of stuff. The house is the same. It's a box. The sheep as well. It's a box, and you've got this triangle for a head, and it's just the legs that's coming with it. Now you can just round your corners or whatever you want to do, but that's what it is: a box and a triangle, and your ears is also a triangle. So yeah, let's start. I think I'm gonna do blues in the background, yellows and greens in front, and a little bit of blues, and then my pop of red on my roof, and maybe a flower or two in the foreground. I decided to give this a wash for a change, so I'm just going to quickly put in my lines that I don't want to lose at this stage. So it's just a box shape with your triangle, and that one is too thick. You actually make these legs really thin, and then just a little. I'm not going to worry about the trees and stuff now, because I will put that in as I go along. I'm just going to put on a light blue wash over the whole thing, and then we'll start. So I'm going to just take a little bit of my water, and I'm just going to wash it over this thing. You don't need to do it too dark or too much paint. I think I've already put in a little bit too much, but it's okay. You can just cover everything, and you can just quickly let it dry. Okay, it's dry now, so I'm not sure even if I want to paint the sky. I will leave that for the end. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my yellow. My sun is coming from the left hand side, and I'm just going to quickly put in a little bit of my yellow there. The sun is maybe, can shine at the back of the house against this little hill. I'm still not sure if I'm going to put in a mountain as well. I will just see how this progresses, and then I'll decide. So with the sun coming from this side, I'm going to have a lot of sunlight and shadows as well. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my green now, and I just want to put a little bit of my green in this area here. And underneath the sheep there can also be a little bit of shadows. I will just see if I start to get to that side there. But while I've got the green on my brush, I can just as well put in a little bit of greenery. So I'm going to put a little bit of green on that area there. That's my lighter yellow now that I'm busy with. And remember, some of the paints are opaque, so you need to remember when you do that. I'm just quickly covering my area. I've got a little bit of this pale olive on my brush, so on my palette, so I'm just going to put in this as well as in the mix. otherwise it's anyway just going to dry out and so on. So this is my pale olive. So I will just see, maybe I'm just going to use this in my cool blue. Maybe I'm not going to use that, I will just see in the end, but so I'm just going to use this instead maybe. Okay, now that I'm that far, I could maybe just blend in some areas a little bit more. Putting in a little bit of that Viridia now. And I think that's enough for now. I think I'm going to cover the sky, so I'm just taking a little bit of my white and my blue, and I'm just going to make broad sweeps across the sky, and I'm still going to use some of the background color to come through. I'm not covering everything, sorry. Sometimes I struggle to find my words when I'm painting. So that's all I'm going to do there. I think I'm going to start with my houses. So I'm just going to put on the side where the light is coming from a little bit of yellow with white. And on my shadow part I'm just going to use that colors there that I've got. And just maybe do the same as that I did there. So I'm just going to quickly put in my white. This is not a very nice white, I must tell you. So what I'll do is I will wait to let it dry a little bit, and then I will just go over that again. This is my shadow side. And while I'm busy with that, I'm just gonna put in a little bit of shadow underneath the bellies of the sheep. I actually like this green that I've got here, so I'm just going to put it there in the mix. Where was I? I was busy with my sheep. So I'm just gonna highlight the top area. And then I will go to a shadow area as I go around the bellies. I will use my little round brush a little bit later just to, or maybe my Rotring Tiki, I will just see. The edge is actually black, so I'm just going to put in a triangle shape there for the faces. The legs are also a little bit black, so I think for now I'm just going to put on my, and you can see the pop of color with my red. It makes this whole picture come alive. So I think I'm going to put in my trees now. Maybe I must just quickly dry this a little bit. I'll just see now. So I'm just going to take my black or my Paynes Grey on my brush, and I'm going to put it you can see it's all around. I'm going to put it flat, and then I'm going to make sure that I go from thick to thin as I go up in the air. So try and make a tree shape there. Sometimes you go a little bit thicker to the when you go up. I mean, it's not the things there, but just try and put leaves over there if it bothers you or something like that. So I think I'm going to put a tree there as well. And I'm very tempted to put one there as well, but I think I'm just going to make those three trees there at the back. I forgot their name now. What do you call these trees? Cypresses or something like that. You see them a lot here in where I live. If you go to the countryside near in the Vrystaat, you know, as we call it. I think it's like a windbreaker as well. And they are planted near the houses, and then there's nothing else for miles. Not a tree or anything. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little bit of my green, and I'm just going to put it in randomly, covering up my branches where they end. And I'm using my dark green for now. And then I'm going to take my lemon yellow, and I'm going to highlight from the side where the light is coming from a little bit. And while my brush is not that haven't got that lot of yellow on, I will just maybe highlight these because they are far back, so I don't want to highlight them too much. Now you can even take your white and just bring in a little bit of your white on this side of the trunks. I just wanted to make that one a little bit darker. And I can even cast a shadow just going to put in those little ears. That one's head is a little bit big, but I'll try and fix that now. So now you can, while this is on your brush, you can put in your door and your windows. And I always put a dark line underneath my everything that's a vase, a house, anything that touches the ground. will be putting a little bit more white onto that area there and on my sheep as well. And now I'm just going to make myself some grasses here or something, or flowers. And I'll just pop in a little bit of my red in there as well. I'm just going to go a little bit closer to that area there. Maybe put a little bit of a lighter color there to show the sheep more. And I'm just going to put on a little bit more white. And just see if I've got a little bit of blue left. Oh, I picked up a little bit of red, but I'm not gonna worry too much. And I think I'm almost finished. I can just maybe put a little bit of a highlight on the faces of the sheep, and then I think I'm going to... What can I do next? Let me just check. Oh, I forgot the little tails. You just put the tail on them. I'm just going to put a highlight on the side of the house. A little bit of yellow into this area. And I think I'm done. Now if you want, you can take your little round brush and, you know, accentuate some of the places a little bit more with your black. Maybe like in there or there, or... But I'm not going to worry too much. I think I'm happy. And I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you did enjoy it, I will see you next time. And I would like it if you try it and give it a go. This is not realistic painting, it's just a way to start getting, and if you like this way of painting, you can keep going with this. Otherwise, you can start with this and build your way up to realism. Just want to put in a little window there. And a little bit of shadow underneath the sheep, because remember, everything that touches the ground has got a little bit of a shadow. just putting in a little bit more dark in some of the areas there. And there you have it. You must have a great week, and I will see you next time. Take care.